Well, good morning. Just before I start my day, I wanted to talk a little bit about this idea of racism. There was an article written, and I can't say verbatim what that article was about, but it was an issue that happened at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, where some students during Halloween dressed up as a certain minority group that got some attention and stimulated the idea of racism and stereotyping certain cultures and visible minorities, so to speak. Today, I want to be able to be clear about this. Racism is real and racism exists. Racism is a power struggle. Racism is something that I believe you can be direct about, or you can allow yourself to perceive that you're not on the outside, but on the inside, still carry that hatred, that anger or resentment towards any type of visible minority. And that term visible minority to me is a negative connotation, but that's what our culture has done a great job of defining people like myself as. I, for one, am a human being, but I am not fooled or ignorant to the fact that on the outside, this skin color can be a deterrent or it can also empower. And what I mean by that is very simple. I've been in places where I've had a hard time catching a cab because of my color and size. I've been in places where I've played sports, such as hockey, where I've been the only quote unquote visible minority on the ice and had fans yell some words that you would never even believe. I've been in places where, even currently, in job markets where I've worked, where racism is alive and well, but it's hidden. It's perceived in a way where they don't want to see you grow too fast. They don't want you to get to the top too fast. So they kind of slow you down with different things. They use different approaches. And I believe those are what I call hidden racism agendas. So in my mind, racism is alive and well. But what we can do about racism is, as individuals, change the perspective by changing our attitude towards it, our approach towards it, and the actions that we take. Imagine with me for a minute that for us to cope with racism, that we have more people pursuing high school and graduating, and then pursuing post-secondary and graduating, and then pursuing their dreams and goals associated to business, to work, whatever they want to do, their passion, their purpose, their potential. No one can stop you. Think about it even this way. When you pursue your academics and you accomplish them, as an example, and you have it and you've graduated, they can't take that away from you. No one can. Yes, they can use words to get you off track, but you have a choice to buy into their ignorance or to buy into your own intelligence. Racism is like a game of chess. You have to be strategic and you have to play the game smart, but you have to play it intelligently. You will be upset by racism if you are a quote unquote visible minority and it happens to you. It's natural, we're human beings. But we can't afford to allow our emotions to get the best of us, that we don't play the game strategically. This is not a video that's a bashing video to those that are white or white Europeans. This is something for all of us to understand. Those who have racist perspectives and those who don't. I am fortunate enough to have people in my life that are not visible minorities and are visible minorities. And everything about life to me, and especially with those that you associate with and you have in your life that are around you, are there to teach you something. I can't, in good faith, say that all white people are bad because of my experiences of racial profiling or stereotypes. I can only take the examples of what I've gone through and leverage them to prove them wrong. If that's being treated differently in a store, if that was through my experience in high school or playing sports like hockey, in a sport where there's not a lot of black people in it. All these things are important to know about and how to cope with them. Because if we don't learn how to cope, we will become a reactive culture. And what we see in our world today, with all the pain and all the challenges that are in front of us, is a reflection of a reactive culture when we should be responding to life. This can be a longer video, but I don't have the time right now. I would appreciate anybody, if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Share this video in your network. I really admire all of you who spend time listening to me and supporting me. And as I said, if we really want to heal our world, we've got to heal ourselves. But we got to be honest about ourselves. We've got to be honest about how we think and why we think the way how we do. And then we can move forward. Have a great day.